Some nights, the moon shines huge and round, like a glowing pizza in the sky. Other times, it almost disappears. Why does that? Let's find out. Some nights, you look up and the moon is a silver basketball floating above your house. The next night, it might look like someone took a bite right out of it. Sometimes it's just a skinny, almost hiding in the sky. Here's the cool part. The moon doesn't make its own light at all. It glows because it's bouncing sunlight down to us, just like a giant mirror hanging above the world. Think of the moon as a giant basketball floating way above Earth. If you shine a flashlight on one side of the ball, only part of it lights up. That's just like the sun lighting the moon. Sometimes we see the whole bright side, and that's when it looks like a big round cookie in the sky. Other nights, only a slice of the moon glows, like someone took a bite out of it. The rest hides in the shadows. Here's where it gets sneaky. The moon is always moving in a giant circle around our planet. As it travels, the sun shines on different parts, and we see different shapes from our backyard. It's a bit like holding a cookie and covering part of it with your hand. You only see the part that's not hidden. But did you know the moon follows a special pattern as it changes shape? Let's take a closer look at this moonlight dance. The moon's journey begins with a brand new trick. Sometimes it disappears. When the sun lights up the side we can't see, the moon becomes almost invisible. This is called the new moon. Just a few nights later, a tiny curved slice peeks out. That's the crescent moon, shaped a bit like a banana. Each night, the glowing part grows, showing off a little more. Pretty soon, you spot half the moon shining. When it looks like someone sliced it in half, that's called a half moon. Then, more and more light fills in until the moon puffs up like a glowing balloon. This big, bright circle is the full moon. Here's something wild. It takes about 29 days for the moon to change from new to full and back again. That's almost as long as flipping through an entire calendar month. After the full moon, the glowing part starts to shrink. You'll see the gibbous shape again, then the half moon, and finally a skinny crescent before it disappears into another new moon. Every time you look up at night, you're catching the moon at a different part of its month-long trip around Earth. So, what does this moon magic mean for your next nighttime adventure? If you check out the moon every night for a whole month, you'll spot something fun. The shapes change slowly, almost like watching a pizza as each slice disappears, then comes back again. Try grabbing a notebook and drawing what you see each night. By the end of the month, you'll have made your own moon phase calendar. Here's something older than your grandparents. People all over the world use these moon shapes to know when to plant gardens, celebrate big holidays, and even tell legends. The moon's glowing slices have guided families for thousands of years. So when you spot a skinny crescent or a huge full moon, you can remember it's all because the moon is circling Earth and showing off the sunlight it catches. Ready to find out the secret behind these changing shapes? Let's remember what we discovered about our magical moon before we say goodbye. The moon never changes its shape. It just looks different, because of the sunlight shining on it as it moves around Earth. If you watch carefully, you'll notice a new moon phase telling its story almost every night. We explored how the moon plays hide-and-seek in the sky and how its glowing shapes have guided people for thousands of years. There's always more to discover when you look up. See you next time for another adventure with the Curiosity Crew.